Dear Dina, I don't know where you are, but you once told me that if two people focus their minds hard enough on each other, no matter where they are, they can feel one another. I must be doing this wrong. Like maybe I'm not thinking hard enough, maybe I'm getting too distracted while doing so, because no matter how hard I try, this emptiness I've been trying to fill with your presence gets nothing in reply but echoes in this heart that has become hollow. But in hope not to give up, I'll say this poem out loud to a room full of listeners, so that maybe the sound waves bouncing from ear to ear will somehow reach outside this building and meet yours, wherever you are. Dear Dina, do you remember how we first met? It was in a bus lane. You caught my attention. I remember you were centered around a group of boys who were laughing and pointing at you, only 11 years old, and they knew how to use words as weapons, shouting things like retard and stupid. One of them even tripped you when you tried to step back away from their attempted blows of insults. When looking to be consoled, teachers remind us that kids can be cruel. But what I was witnessing looked like a battlefield, and Dina, you were the victim of all of it, and it's strange. I've never been able to stand up for myself, but at that moment the words "fuck off" and "get a life" never flowed out so smoothly. The next day you sat next to me on the bus and held my hand. I like to think that our first words were breathless. You took out an iPod and put on Yesterday by the Beatles, and sometimes it's all a human being needs for some interaction to feel safe. But the next day you weren't so speechless. You had stories to tell me about your day spent, and you had things to tell me about what your grandmother needed when she was sad, facts about animals, novel ideas, favorite colors, favorite stuffed animals, greatest fears, what you thought were your flaws. You told me everything. You asked me to do the same about myself, and usually I hate talking to people about myself, but it came so damn easily when telling you. One day you came to me so sad. You told me that the boys in school were bothering you even more, telling you that what you are is a flaw of nature, but to me, you're so beautiful. We can only be as much as we can give, and you never seem to stop giving. You asked me that day why you couldn't be as strong as me. And I stopped you right there. I told you that you were like tungsten. It's like that metal that doesn't change its shape or form, even when thousands of pounds are pushing on it. The whole world has been putting its weight on your shoulders with expectations of perfections, but you still haven't budged. You are still in one piece, and I don't want to seem unpoetic. That's fucking amazing how strong you are. The world is a hateful place, but you leave it like it's lovely. Dear Dina, you always told me that life was hard on the days I was gone, but since you've left me, I'm the one struggling just to be okay. As you said before, you're like tungsten, but I'm just like paper. I'm fragile and words get to me. People have been ripping me up and neglecting to take me back together. The weight on my shoulders is only a feather compared to what's on yours, but I've never felt something so damn heavy, yet I can't exactly complain. I've met people along the way to lighten this load. Some of them are taping me back together, and they make me feel like a mosaic piece of art, broken in pieces but still beautiful, and I want you to meet them, but I haven't found you yet. But I'm not going to give up hope. I'll say this poem out loud to a room full of listeners so that maybe the sound waves bouncing from ear to ear will somehow reach outside this building and meet yours, wherever you are. Thank you.